putting you on a box right now. Okay, so here's both sketchbooks. As you can see, I really like stickers. This was completed before this one. They are the same brand. I do not know. Here we go. Pro Art Premiere. I don't know anything about the brand. I don't even know anything about like what kind of paper these are supposed to be. These were gifted to me in a set, so I used them back to back. This one has a surprisingly small amount of papers in it. I don't know if I tore a lot out or what, but we're gonna start with this guy, who's pretty big, and you can see basically all of my interests on the front of my sketchbooks. That's normally how it goes. So a lot of these are just from sticker sets. I think like all of these are from a little sticker book that I have, some Vocaloid sticker sets, and this was a Naruto sticker given to me by my friend because I really like this guy with the big sword. And then no stickers in the back. And so, starting off, I also stuck some stuff in here. I really like to stick stuff in my sketchbooks. These two sketchbooks was kind of where that started, so there's not as much stuff in them, I'd say, as the one I'm working on right now. But these were both from my senior year of high school. So this one from 8/23/21 to 3/21/22. So basically, I got this right after my birthday, started it into my senior year, basically. So these are little candy things from my friend who gave me some candy. These are just some movies I've seen. Have to blur out some stuff there. This is a sticker that came in a haiiii sticker set that I think is really funny, and I always want to put on something, but I was like, this would be kind of bold to put on the front of my sketchbook. I don't know why. And I was playing Pokemon. I was playing one of my Pokemon games. I can't remember which one I was playing at this. I think I was playing Alpha Sapphire when I was drawing this. So I drew some of my Pokemon, and these are all their names. Judge them how you like. Oh, this art is like so old compared to my art style now, so it's really weird for me to look back on. But this was a thumbnail for my AP art, an AP art piece. So a lot of the sketchbook will have stuff for my AP art class because I was creating a portfolio, and so all the plans are going to be in here. And then there's me as a Pokemon trainer. Okay, and then this is when I went to an aquarium in Atlanta. Random ass stickers. I don't know why. This is like a sticker I've had since I was a kid. I don't know. This okay, so there will be some Dream SMP streamers art in here. I'm not really into that stuff anymore, but I created a lot of really good art when I was like watching Minecraft YouTube and stuff. So, and this was sort of prime time for Minecraft YouTube. But this is just a Mumza drawing. I don't know. Random stickers. This was the beginning of an OC that I was creating for like a universe, which I still have been developing to today. This OC has changed completely from this. Her name isn't even this anymore, like, but this is what the idea came from. More stickers, and here she is again, and this is her girlfriend. They're basically, it's like a space UPS is the best way for me to explain it. They're developed more in my new sketchbook, but she has stayed relatively the same. She's changed completely, and you know. Go, some random sketches. You'll see some ponies in here, of course. That's Markiplier, I think. This was for class. This is a really bad version because this wasn't even for an art class. This was for my art history class, and I just had to like prove that I understood what I was learning. It's so bad. I'm sorry. Here's some more sketches, some Deltarune. Uh-oh, these pages are stuck together. There we go. Random things I've stuck in. I really like these snakes. This was someone else's art. I thought it was cool, so I put it in here. It was in a magazine that I got. Daisy. She's my main Super Mario 7. Why did I say Super Mario? Mario Kart 7. Ponies. I think I was also rewatching My Little Pony at the time. My art is very dependent on what I'm watching at the time, so you'll see that a lot in here. This is an OC that I was also developing that was for a Minecraft server my friends and I were on. I know, it's very cliche, but it's still a good OC, and he'll appear somewhere in this, probably. Right there. My friend drew that pony. There's me as a pony. Got some thumbnail sketches, some Tommy in it, of course. Oh, these pages got so smudgy. This is just a tangent, but
I don't really like using pencil in sketchbooks because this stuff happens. It just really bothers me. So I was still at a point of using pencil in the sketchbook. I've gotten to a point now where I basically only draw with pen unless I'm gonna like line something and then color it in. Like, I don't leave pencil in my sketchbook.
But I did like these doodles. This is my friend. She requested this drawing. Tommy in it. I was really into his roleplay character. That sounds really interesting to say out loud, but if you understand, you know, it was a time. I basically took him on as an OC. This is something I did with my friend. There's some Techno Blade. Oh, man. I still like that drawing. I think my friend also requested me to draw this. I don't know. And then some Rambo, and this is a drawing of me, of what I thought I looked like. Oh my goodness. My friend drew this. This is the same OC, and then hers. And then some random sketches. That's my friend. Me. Yeah. I like this spread. This is also stuff from when I was traveling that I found on the ground. I found this on the ground and it made me laugh a lot. So I picked it up and took it home. Random stuff that I taped in here. So I have come to really like collage. And I think I started some collage-y stuff in here, as you can see, but like I do it a lot more now. But I thought this was pretty. I just like the colors and all those things. So I taped them in there with no rhyme or reason. And then more Chris. Still loving the Deltarune, you know? These stickers, I was just trying to get rid of them. Oh my god. I had so many Marvels and like superhero stickers. Plans for my sister's birthday present, which was a painting I did for her. Another random collage. I was just trying to get stuff out. Ideas. This was for class. Okay, so this is when I started watching Merlin for the first time. So the Merlin will carry on probably through this sketchbook to the other one. I can't remember, but yeah, it meant a lot to me. But I started drawing it here. This is me drawing them basically for the first time in this sketchbook. It's kind of bad. It's, you know, this is an entire page that my friends drew, and there were a lot of inappropriate images that I had to cover up because I would show this to people and I was like, oh my god, I just can't leave that in there. This is a doodle page I did with my friends. I really like these guys. There's Merlin again, Wayne. I really like this doodle of them too. This was when I started using my favorite pen that I've ever had to draw. I would use it a lot on my pages, like, of notes in school. I was one of those kids whose notes were full of, like, sketches. I couldn't stop. So I would use it a lot in there, and I started using this sketchbook. It's a really good pen. It's my cousin got it for me. I don't even know what it is, but there's them if they ever did actually go out to a farm and live happily ever after. If you know anything about Merlin, you know. This is some eye practicing. I've always had trouble drawing eyes. This was based on a meme of oh my god. So much of this stuff needs explanation because when I think something's funny, I'm like, I have to create it. And I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's the like eyeball meme that someone drew of where you put the eyelashes and when it makes them, and it's just of Arthur, Gwen, and Gwen. I digress. Some people will get, you know, the guys who get it will get it. Yeah. Merlin galore. I do like this doodle still. Like I said, my art style has changed a lot from this sketchbook, so this stuff is kind of weird to look back on because some of it I think is still good, but it's just very different. This was a whole page of planning for a painting that I did for AP Art. Oh, there's some more planning. This is for my other art class. This was practicing drawing chests. I think these were based on Arthur, but they both look really different, so. Little Gwen and Morgana doodles. Hashtag homophobia. I have a lot of Trader Joe's stickers. I'm not gonna explain why, I just do. This was to de-stress, and it took me literally days. It's just random. I think this is funny. I really like these. My friend drew this, my friend Julia. And then Arthur. This was when I had one of my other friends watching Merlin, and we came up with this like zombie, like magic zombie apocalypse thing, and it was just really fun to draw stuff for. It was really stupid, but so here's Arthur with his little gun. I really like drawing guns just because I like the way that they're shaped. I was not very good at it at this point though. But here's more of that like magic zombie thing. More AP Art stuff. I drew this while I was at work. Here's more ponies. That's me the pony. That's Merlin and Arthur's ponies. I do not like these drawings anymore. I can draw better ponies, I promise. This is more Dream SMP lore stuff. Oh my gosh. It's like nostalgia. This is me drawing some furries. Unabashedly. Also not very good at it. I was a pretty big furry in middle school, and I did a lot of OC art, so I was just trying to get back into that vibe, that hole, you know? So like these. This was a point when, embarrassingly, I guess, I was drawing a lot of the character Tommy from the Dream SMP. I really, like, I just latched onto him, to be honest. I wasn't even watching stuff as much, but I doodled him a lot, especially with that favorite pen, so he is probably in here a lot. Here's more stuff with him. These were planning for more art pieces. This is my favorite page, probably in this whole thing. I get a lot of nostalgia from looking back at, like, stuff that I used to have interests in. I get pretty heavily obsessed with media and make a lot of stuff for it. And so just looking back, this is really nice because I really like these drawings and I remember being really proud of them when I did them. So, you know, despite who they are, despite whatever, I still like them as drawings, you know? Ponies. Yeah, that's actually my pony Sona, like one of the more official designs, and meeting my childhood pony Sona, I was just living my life, man. My sister drew this. My friend wrote this. This was a little Merlin thing that I made. I never finished it. As you can see, the boat looks like a banana because I needed to paint over it and I never did. But it is a Mumford & Sons song, I think. This is either Mumford & Sons or Lumineers, and I cannot remember. But the vibes are basically the same, so. But I still like these drawings. It's just with Copic and then acrylic. I use a lot of markers, but I also use a lot of paint. Less paint in the sketchbook, I think. I like these drawings. More just like in background, like for stuff like that. I think this was after Christmas. I got a bunch of new markers, and Five Nights at Freddy's, of course, Security Breach was really, really big. I was watching people play it, so there's him, there's another him on a half page. What a good lad. Here's some Hunter x Hunter. So you can see by my stickers, I really like Hunter x Hunter. I hadn't watched it in a while, so I was just trying to draw them again. I always have trouble drawing them, and I don't know why. But I think it's just because I worship the art style so much that I don't know how to how to replicate it in my own style. I don't know. These are like the doodles I was talking about at school. There's some bugs. I got a bug book for Christmas because I really like looking at bugs, and I was just drawing a bunch of random ones. There's Monty Gator. This was for a painting that I did for class as well. This is me and my dog. She's not that big, but it feels like that sometimes. There's a lot of planning in here. More planning. There's some more Gone. He's so cute. Okay, so this is Griffin McElroy, if any of you know him. I was rewatching, the McElroys have this like funny comedy TV show that they did for a couple weeks, and I doodled him. If that tells you anything about me, you know, that's just with Sharpies. I really like markers, man. There's Karapika. This is when I think I started to create a style I was happier with. This is me when I was watching Clarence. It's a really good, cute little show. Some more planning, just all around. Jeff. I really like these two. This doodle of Gon and Killua. And then these are all either my OCs or my friend's OCs that I was drawing. So these are OCs I had in middle school that I redrew. I used to draw her like every day, and I really like the way that the markers turned out on her. That's my cat. Anyways, but these are my friend's OCs that I drew for them. I don't like the way I did this one, but the other ones are cute. I don't know if you can tell, every single time I make that noise, it's because, oh, this is when I started watching this show. This is when I started watching Supernatural for the first time. I know, 2021, 2022, and I'm watching Supernatural. It basically takes over the rest of my life for a while, so any Supernatural fans, hello. I was very late to the game. It's a horrible show and I love it very much. So I also made a lot of really good art when watching this show. Like I said, I'm like one of those people that my art really reflects whatever I'm into at the time, but it also like helps me improve a lot just because I'm drawing constantly. So here is the first time I drew Dean and Sam. I love this drawing of Sam. It's a very different art style than I have now, and I wouldn't go back to it, but I just really like the way this one turned out. And I have little doodles of them. Dean is saying, "Why is my family always dying?" And then he yells at Sam, "Stop dying." And my friend was like, "Wow, that's really, my friend was like, Wow, that's really ironic coming from him, but I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Here he is again. I love Dean Winchester, which you'll also be able to tell. This is me practicing different chests. I don't know what that is. This is an Arthur. This is when I bought something. I can't remember. There's a Sam, Tommy, religious imagery, love it. Aluka, who's my favorite Hunter x Hunter character. She's been in here a couple times. My friend drew this. That's a Dean that I drew that I don't like. My friend also drew this. Another friend and it's the best thing on this page, personally. Here's some pony redraws of ponies that I drew when I was really little, and I don't even like these redraws, so whatever. This, oh, I don't know if any of you guys ever had one of these, but this is from one of those kits where you have like it's like a monster design parts and you can put them together and you put your paper on top of it and crayon over it and it makes this. My dad gave me his from when he was a kid and I had fun with it. I also really like this. This was a practice of a pose. There's a bunch of little drawings. I like this drawing of Dean Winchester. I have this, like, what I call my Minecraft style, which is just, I really like drawing little blocky guys. And I did a lot in high school, like a simplified way of drawing people. And I still draw it a lot. This is my friend's art. This is the same OC, I don't know if you'll recognize it. Dean, you know. Oh, I like these drawings too. Look at them. They're just little guys. They've never done anything wrong in their life. Crowley, first time drawing him. Still fine with this. A really horrible picture of my dog. I'm so sorry. And then my friend Jolia drew all of these as well, which is really cute. Charlie, never finished this. A Dean that I didn't like, and I had to keep redoing his eyes. My other friend, my friends draw my sketchbook up. My friend drew this and I really love it. She really likes little boys. More friend drawings. This was just random stuff that I glued in here and I think we're at the end. Yeah, and then this is the very back. So a really anticlimactic end, but quite a lot in here. It's pretty thick. I think I also just messed up a lot of paper in here. I don't think it was really mixed media paper, but yeah, so that's this one. Second sketchbook. If anything looks different, like my nails being a completely different color, it's because I'm filming this part on a completely different day. So like I mentioned, this is like the same sketchbook as the other one. It's just shaped differently. That sticker on the back there, this was made by a friend of mine in my art class. I will put their Instagram name up right now. They're super cool, you should go check them out. This sticker I got from a store in town, same with this one. This one I got, I think, I either got it in town or I got it in Nashville. I can't remember. Or maybe Utah. I did a lot of traveling on 1 year. This was at the same store as this one. And then I just have my normal Hunter x Hunter stickers. This is a stamp for my grandma. Yeah. So this one was started 3/21 and ended 7/10. So this is a pretty short amount of time for me to have a sketchbook personally. But this one was also really small, like I said. I was gonna paint something here from Supernatural and I never did. Let's ignore that. So I really like a lot of the things in the sketchbook. I liked where my style was developing at this point. And like I think I mentioned, watching shows and movies and just being into media really helps me develop an art style because I'm just drawing so often. So here we have Dean Winchester again. He looks pretty different from the first time I drew him. I really love this. It's just stained glass and stuff. Yeah. And then we have some random stuff. Someone dropped this in the cafeteria, and it was like at the end of the day, so I might have stolen it, you know, but they get them for free in the office. Just have some random doodles here, some Cassiel drawing practices. This was some of the first times I ever drew him. So again, my friend drew this, my other friend drew that. There's another Castiel. This is to the song The Lakes by Taylor Swift because I think it is a hymn song. Some Luca drawings. Me. This was me. I worked at a bakery, and this was me just drawing bakery stuff in class. This was planned for a print that I did of a Luca in class. Might have pictures of it, I'm not sure. And then I just doodled her some more, a Crowley and stuff. Yeah. I really like the size of these pages. I think they were really nice for drawing stuff. My friend drew that. I think it's supposed to be me. Here's a frog that is kind of horrifying, but I also like it. I just like the way that the color's layered. This paper is also relatively thick. Like, I'm not sure how high quality it's supposed to be. I remember having some issues, but it's really thick. Like, it kept stuff really well. This is another drawing of Dean Winchester and Cassiel, as you do. I really like the way I drew clothes in this one, but don't look too hard at the anatomy, okay? My sister drew this, and then I doodled these Metalocalypse characters for my friend. This whole page is a mess. This is a planning for a painting that I did do that I can put on screen. Yeah, this is just a bit of a mess. Here's some OC planning again. I think this OC popped up in the last sketchbook, but this is when I started drawing him more. So there's just a bunch of doodles of him and backstory stuff. These are all from class. You know me, would not pay attention. This was for a basketball game that I went to. These are some hand doodles from class. This is some more backstory, OC backstory stuff that I won't explain right now. It's cryptic. Dean Winchester in this shirt that I thought was really funny, that was of a little mini horse, and it said, "Kinda get over yourself," and it was on an Instagram ad. Yeah, you get it. You understand. I love this spread. It's a mess, but here is a Sam that I drew, being girly pop, you know, little Sams as well. And then here's a Castiel. Oh god. Here's the Castiel that I drew. I think that I draw him way differently now, but I still think that it wasn't bad the way I used to draw him. I was really practicing some realism, as you could see, but then we also have all these little doodles at the bottom. But I just liked how bright this whole page was. And then next page, a bunch of doodles. These were all requests because I just wanted to draw stuff, so I asked my friends. So there's really no explaining these. A lot of these are their characters. I do like this little penguin though. Here I was drawing some barn animals with some Sharpies. There's the Heartstopper boys up there. Horse. I like horses a lot. I was definitely a horse kid growing up. Here's some more of that OC. His name is Zuzu, which, if you see my channel name, like, but, there's him. Some more doodles of my friends made. Shoes. This is something my friend drew. And then I just drew really horrible, bloodied Dean Winchester on the same page because I wanted to. I don't know what I was on. This was another planning for a painting I did in class of Merlin and Arthur. Here's like the process of me figuring out what I was gonna do, and this is a mock-up. It ended up looking like this, but in acrylic, so. And then upon drawing that, which I drew it here again, I was inspired to draw more from Merlin again, because, you know, I was still gravely into it, so some random doodles. My friend drew me as a skeleton again. There's them up here in a roll swap. And then Gwen, my love. Ka-chow, you know. These are some of my favorite drawings in here, and I don't know why, but I think they're just like a good mix of my two styles, like a more cartoony style and stuff, and they were based off of some random Pinterest outfits that I just wanted to put Dean in, so I really like these two. And then some chest practice that got kind of ugly with the colors, but there's them holding hands. I had some leftover paint, and whenever I have leftover paint, I just like cover a page in it, and it was also June, so, you know, that's where that comes from. My friend drew all of these. They're just a bunch of fruits, which is basically what this whole sketchbook is full of, and then I doodled at the bottom of the page. There's a lot of friend drawings in these. We're already getting to the end here, but here's a picture of me, Curtis Connor, and then some random faces. I was playing tic-tac-toe with someone. I watched the High School Musical, all of the High School Musical movies, because I was about to graduate, and so I drew them. I never colored. God, the main character, I can't remember his name. I never colored him in, though. And then the guy, the man from Our Flying Means Death. My friends drew all those. Not this, is a sticker. And then some more supernatural doodles, of course. I think I digitalized all of these, actually. This is my favorite one. They're all based off of memes or shirts that I saw that I thought were funny. Some of my favorite art to do of characters. And then here, again, I had some leftover paint and I just kind of scraped it on here. Friend drew that. This was from a Pinterest photo that I wanted to just paint in. It's really blocky, but I like it. Like, I didn't do a lot of detail. An Arthur that I ruined with color. Here's little Merlin and Arthur doodle that I really like of them going to high school. A sticker from that same person from my school that I mentioned first. Here I went to camp, and so I did daily doodles, almost daily doodles from camp of me, as you do. And then these are the last 2 pages in the sketchbook. My friend drew these, this whole page basically, and then we watched Kung Fu Panda, Kung Fu Panda 3, I think, and so we made OCs, and this is mine. And then I don't know why I never drew anything else on this page. I mean, there's a hinata at the bottom, but yeah, that is it. Really, like, short sketchbook with some stuff that I really like in it, but it's really anticlimactic, I think.